Witness expected to make a submission before the Select Committee is the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions. Keep watching Parliament Television.
Witness Zambia Congress of Trade Unions. We welcome you to the Select Committee appointed by the Right Honorable Speaker to scrutinize Bill Amendment number 7 of 2025. Witness, you may introduce yourself with your team.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I will give the floor to my colleague on the left side, Blake Mlala, President of the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions. And I've come with the team, board members of the Congress. Allow me to give them time to make their self-introductions.
You can proceed.
Good morning, Chairperson, and good morning, members of the Select Committee. I'm Evans Chungu, the Deputy Secretary General in charge of Finance and Business. You can call me Doctor if you like.
Good morning, Honorable Chair, and good morning, Honorable members of this Select Committee. Joy Vene, Secretary General of the mighty Zambia Congress of Trade Unions. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, committee members. My name is Catherine Kantomoya, the Deputy Secretary General in charge of organizing and administration. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, committee members. My name is Ezra Sekelani Zulu. I'm a youth chairperson at Zambia Congress of Trade Unions.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, committee. My name is Gertrude Ngoma Chikuta, Trustee, Zambia Congress of Trade Unions. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, every committee member here. I'm Jane Gondwe. I'm the chairperson for the Women's Committee of the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair and committee members. My name is Mizeloji Yuga, Trustee, Zambia Congress of Trade Union.
Gazetiti, has everyone introduced themselves?
I'm Sondaiva Chongo, Director Finance, Zambia Congress of Trade Union.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, the committee. My name is Stephen M. Chanda. I'm the trustee of the CTU.
Good morning, Honorable Chair and distinguished members of the committee. My name is Vincent Makondo, Board Trustee, Zambia Congress of Trade Unions.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, committee. My name's Ulaya Brian C., Executive Assistant, Office of the Secretary General, ZCTU. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, committee members. My name is Susan Urenda. I'm the Management Secretary at ZCTU.
Thank you, ZCTU. Honorable members of Parliament, on my right.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, our witness. I'm Jacqueline Sabao, Member of Parliament for Jigankata constituency. I'm the Vice Chairperson of this Select Committee. You're welcome.
Good morning, ZCTU. I'm Kakubo Stanley. I represent Kapirimposh constituency.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, witnesses. I'm Emmanuel Banda, Member of Parliament for Muchinga constituency and Serenje District of Central Province.
Thank you, Chair, and welcome ZCTU. George Kasabira Kandafula, Member of Parliament, Serenje. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Good morning, ZCTU. My name is Brian Kambita, Member of Parliament for Zambezi East constituency and a member of the Select Committee.
Good morning once again, Chair. Good morning, President. Good morning, SG and the team. My name is Mishek Mtetwa Nyambose. I represent the wonderful people of Chasefu constituency in Eastern Province and a member of this committee. Chairperson, I would like to declare interest as the team that is here is where I came from, and for that reason I'm part of them and I'll always be part of them, so I'll declare interest for this session. Thank you very much, Chair.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, ZCTU. You're most welcome. My name is Muvita Anakoka. I'm a Member of Parliament for Luena constituency in Western Province. Thank you.
Honorable Mngando.
Chair, thank you very much. Good morning, Zambia Congress of Trade Unions. Mungandu Davison is my name. I represent the people of Chama South constituency in Eastern Province. You are most welcome.
Secretariat.
Good morning, ZCTU. My name is Otilia Muhende from the Office of the Clerk.
Permanent witness.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, witness. My name is David Mwengwe. I'm Parliamentary Counsel from Ministry of Justice.
Media. Witness, I am Imanga Omnyima Jr., Member of Parliament for Nalolo constituency in Western Province and the chairperson of this select committee. Witness, I welcome you once again, and as you make your submission, I would like to take this opportunity to confer you with immunity as provided for under Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, which is the National Assembly Powers and Privileges Act, and gives you immunity against prosecution for what you submit before this committee. And you're guided not to mislead this committee, or the reverse applies. Witness, you are guided to go straight into your specific comments on of the bill, and you can summarize your introduction. You are guided, and you may proceed to make your submission.
Thank you, Chairperson of the Select Committee and the honorable members present. On behalf of the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions and indeed the workers of this great nation, Zambia, it gives me a great pleasure to appear before this committee. And allow me to say we did share our submissions, and if it's permissible, Chair, we wouldn't want to go much into the whole submissions. As indicated, we would love to focus on issues which we feel are not sitting comfortable with us, if that's okay.
With this, you are guided to make a full submission on the specific clauses that are being proposed on the 13 proposed amendments under Bill 7.
Thank you for the guidance, Chair. Allow me to state from the stance that on behalf of the Zambian workers, the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions did make a statement earlier this year, that was in March, and we have always not changed our positions when we state. When we say yes, it will remain yes, and when we say no, it shall always remain no. The Zambia Congress of Trade Unions welcomes the amendments to our constitution, and they allow me to proceed into the specifics as you have guided. Constituency delimitation, number 1. Our position to this issue is that we support the proposed amendment to Article 58 and 68 to allow for equal distribution of resources, to take into account the population size and the geographical locations. We understand that most of the constituencies which we have, our members of parliament, sometimes they become too big. I want to give you an example of Western Province, where we have a constituency called Sikongo. It's quite a big constituency, where you have the other area is covered by the Luangenga River. And for the MP to reach in those areas, I think sometimes the people are deprived. They are not able to see the face of their members of parliament. They only see them on TV. Why? Because the constituency are too big. And as the CTU, we have no objection. We really support the delimitation of constituencies. On number 2, candidate registration, which calls for amendment to article number 52.6. The CTU supports the proposed amendment to article 52.6 to avoid repeating the process of nomination, and also avoid possible manipulation from political parties or individuals that may wish to jeopardize the election process. And we fully support the amendment to that. Number 3, enhanced representation. It takes our attention to amend Article 47.2 and 68, which guarantees representation for women, the youth, persons with disabilities. If you look at the committee, the board which I lead, we have women, and we have come with a youth chairperson who is also a member of the board. And when we look at these positive developments, we look at a future which is guaranteed that there should be participation of the youth. And here is our position. The Zambia Congress of Trade Unions supports the proposal. At the same, we provide the opportunity to the marginalized groups, namely people with disabilities. However, take note of our concerns at the CTU and the labor movement. We have noted that we have been omitted, and we felt this was an opportunity among these groups where the labor movement could have been given a slot, and we propose that the labor movement must be included to the interest groups. And we propose, if acceptable before this committee, and it meets your favor, honorables, we propose that there should be 3 seats which must be accorded to the labor movement. And when we make these suggestions, we live in a global world. Just next to where we are in Uganda, we meet with our colleagues, they have 5 seats which is given to the labor movement. As we interact, we see how our colleagues have moved a step ahead. And when we saw this, we said, hey, this is an opportunity for us also to be part of the people who are supposed to be included. Even though there was that omission, this has not taken away our stance to say that we should not support progressive things. And when we support these are supports which we have not individually, because we drive a constituency scattered across the country based on the consultations with the members who are the workers. And when the worker says, yes, I have no mandate as President of Congress to say no to what the worker wants. Number 4, MPs in councils, we support the amendment for development synergies. I think we are not going to labor much, like I said, where we feel we have no issues in those areas. Election petition. It's our position as the CTU, we support the proposed amendment to Article 732, 1015 and 1032 as proposed in the bill. By-election reform, number 6. The CTU does not support this amendment. We do not support this amendment. It takes away the rights of citizens to choose their preferred candidates or representatives. The freedom which is given to in a democratic nation where citizens participate in the electoral process by choosing leaders of their own choice, we felt this may take away their rights, and we don't support this proposed amendment to the quoted article. Nominated MPs increase, and then number 7, that's where we are. Amend, which calls for amending of Article 682B to raise nominated MPs beyond 8 as set by Parliament. The Zambia Congress of Trade Unions is in support. We have no objection to that. MP term harmonization. Our position, we support the proposed amendments to Article 51 and 81 and 266. Ministers' vacancies. Amend Article 116 to vacate ministerial offices 90 days before elections to curb misuse. I think as a nation, our history is too fresh to our minds, and we know where we are coming from, and the lessons of the past can only be made perfect when we begin to attend to them, and by attending to them, we are looking at making the perfection of our constitution. And as a Congress, we support the proposed amendment, which includes clause under Article 116 for ministry to vacate ministerial offices 90 days pre-election to curb misuse. We come on 10, mere term limits. The CTU supports the proposed amendments because there is no basis for limiting the tenure of office for mayor when there is no no term limit, I mean, for MPs. 11, secretary to cabinets. Amend Article 1763 to lower experience from 10 to 5 years for eligibility. We have for too long as a nation deprived the young ones and others because of the long qualification benchmarks or parameters which have been set, and therefore depriving opportunities to other people who may not be having that privilege to save to reach that requirement. And at the CTU, we support the proposed amendments. Number 12, Attorney General continuity. We have no issues. The CTU supports the proposed amendment to ensure that there is continuity of the office of the Attorney General after a new person becomes president until new appointments are done. And this is it's a very positive move to allow the transition to be more smoothly and to take off hiccups which can be there, because you remove even other people who are supposed to serve in those offices. So we fully support these amendments, and these are positive developments. Child and adult definitions, amend Article 266. Our position at the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions, we support the proposed amendments to provide clarity between a child and an adult. The current provision does not really give clarity on person who is above 18 years but has not attained the age of 19 years to qualify as an adult. As I come to conclude, I want to thank you for having given us this opportunity to appear before this select committee. The CTU fully supports this amendment, Bill number 7. It is our considered view that Bill 7, it is a progressive bill for national development and broader representation of our citizens. We urge all members of the National Assembly, I want to repeat, as the CTU, we want to urge all members of the National Assembly, civil society, faith organizations, and all stakeholders to support the enactments of this bill. The public would wish to recall that, unlike Bill 7, the CTU strongly opposed Bill 10 that was in 2019, largely because we felt the government, they wanted to take away the rights of workers using Bill 10. They wanted to amend Article 1892, which article provides protection workers' benefits on retirement, retain them on the payroll. And based on that stance, we from the labor movement and the workers of this great nation, we opposed the Bill 10, and we wanted to put that on record. For this reason, the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions stands with the government and all progressive organizations who have appeared before your select committee to support this amendment and urge all well-meaning citizens to do the same. This cuts across political affiliations about saving our great nation and the greater picture. We commend the government for giving the citizens a platform to contribute to the bill, and we are happy that citizens turned up in numbers to make submissions and their views to the technical committee. I thank you. This is our submission. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much, ZCTU. Honorable members, you are free to seek clarification. Honorable Mngando.
Thank you, President. Indeed, you are the President with a small p. We know the bigger P President is President Hakainde Hichilema. This has been, Chair, a very wonderful submission. Let me first thank you, ZCCU, for your patriotism and the love for our country. I want to maybe seek clarification on your submission number 2, where is it number 2, where you are talking about the you were talking about the ZCTU also being given seats, because you've seen in other jurisdictions, probably you've done benchmarking and you gave an example of the Parliament of Uganda. In your opinion, don't you have youths, women and the disabled who we know through that call probably come August next year as we will be coming back to Parliament, a number of us, would be nominated under the safer proportional representation, because this bill is proposing, if passed into law, is proposing 10 youths, I think not more than 20, 12 youths, not more than
20 women.
20 women, meaning minimum should be 20, and the 3 maximum will be 20, yes, and the 3 women,
3 disabled.
disabled, I mean. Don't you think these numbers, maximum 20 women, 10 youths and 3 disabled,
12 youths.
I mean 12 youths, sorry, 20 women, 12 youths, 3 disabled, don't you think you are likely you probably have a wider catchment of membership that can be nominated through this or the bigger option, and like specifically inserting that such number should come from ZCTU? I submit, Chair.
Honorable Anakoka, witness should be writing down the questions.
Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you very much, ZCTU. I see they are trying to organize a paper for noting questions. I also would like to make a follow-up with on the question that Honorable Mungandu has asked you. I am of the understanding that in Zambia we do not have one mother body, if I were to use that, in the trade union. There's yourselves, that CTU. I think there's also something called the Federation of Free Trade Unions, who also have got affiliates. So my first question is, if your proposal for the labor movement to be allocated seats was to be favored by the people of Zambia through this constitutional amendment process, would you like to share the seats equally between yourselves and the FEF2s? The second part of the question is, indeed you have cited Rwanda as one area jurisdiction where the labor movement is allocated seats.
I cited Uganda, not
Oh,
Rwanda.
Uganda?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Rwanda. Yes. In other jurisdictions also within the region, the labor movement takes political positions and affiliates themselves with the specific political parties, South Africa being one of those examples. And as a result of them taking a position with a particular political position with a particular party, they then are allocated seats accordingly, whatever seats that party actually wins. I think it's also the same with the Labour Party in the UK. The Labour movement takes a position. They are part of the Labour Party, so they get to participate in politics through that system. Would you be open to that option also as one that's available for the labor movement to participate? If not, why do you see it as being problematic if it were to be adopted in Zambia? Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Kakuba, the last one for this first round.
Okay, Chairperson, thank you very much. Mr. President, we note that in your submission you have supported all the amendments except for one, but I would like to seek your clarification on an amendment which you have supported, and that is to do with the article that is amending the appointment of Secretary to Cabinet. You have supported the amendment. I would like to bring to your attention that we have received some submissions also that do not support, and some of the reasons they give is that enacting such an amendment would dilute the importance of this office. what would be your position on such a submission? Clear? Indeed.
So, which witness, you can respond to the questions. I think there are 4 questions from honorable members.
Chair, did you say 4 or 3?
There are 4. There is 1 from Honorable Mngando, a clarification. Then there are 2 from Honorable Anakoka, 1 from Honorable Kako. So there are 4.
Thank you. Allow me, Chair, to answer and reply in this way. I'll begin with the number 2, Honorable
Anakoka.
Let me respond to you, and through you, Chair, I'll give my SG to pick this number 1. He will pick number 1. Then Honorable Kakugo's question, I think I'll respond to that. Yes, we have 2 mother bodies. 2 mother bodies in our country. The Federation of Free Trade Unions. In the beginning, it was not so. It was one union per industry. Perhaps that's the reason why people were asking, how were those unions more powerful? The voice of the workers was more united, and due to amendments which were done by those who have gone before us, may their souls rest in peace, we came up with where we are today. As to whether are we going to share, I think we are guided by the principle of the International Labour Organization. These are what we use through our tripartite arrangements, through the Ministry of Labour when we sit, the TCLC, our consultative labour councils when we meet. The most representative normally takes the lead. But to answer in short, yes, they will be considered because they are from the labour movement. Those slots, when they are given, they will be considered. But mostly the most representative would have the reading role. As to the other numbers which are given to the youth, the women, we appreciate and we say it's more progressive. And to add on that progressive amendments, we saw it fit and acceptable in our view that the labor movement, like we have mingled around Africa, and when we meet with our colleagues, how they have worked, we took it like the labor movement, because these youth, some of them may not be drawn from us, but we agree and we support that. But we need a voice of the labor movement, so that we should also hear that here we should speak and add value, I think, in some way. That's our position to that. While we appreciate the numbers which you have articulated, Honorable, which is positive to us, is positive. But on top of that, we feel that we as the labor movement must also be considered from the labor movement, and we are not asking for more. We were asking for 3 seats. You gave in to, during the first president, may so rest in peace, that's the arrangement where you took us to, where you said you quoted the COSATU, which works with the African National Congress in South Africa. They have entered into that partnership. These are standing agreements, which Zambia also was under Kenneth Kaunda's rule, may so rest in peace. We used to have members of parliament, a member of the Central Committee, a member of parliament for Kafuvu is coming from the NMC, and yet these were boards, because the first board for the city was appointed by Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, and he wanted that from the labor movement we should have people who should go in parliament. That was a system which we used. You quoted the United Kingdoms, and on that list we have all China Federation of Free Trade, all China Federation of Trade Unions, our colleagues from China. They still use the same system. The Zambia Congress of Trade Union, which we have, we are guided by our principles, which has been there before those who were there. It shall remain non-partisan, but always work with the government of the day. This is the guiding principle which we have. But if time be, through the question which you have tried to bring to us, think about it. If that is going to be considered, then we'll be very grateful again to engage, to say we may take this stance. But through the non-partisan stance, where we work with the government of the day, I think this is what has guided for the past years. Allow me to come to Honorable Kakubo's question. Honorable, people are entitled to their opinions and to their how they view things. If other people do think the office should be diluted because you are taking somebody with 5 years, I think we send people to school, university degrees. People go there for 4 years. Would we deny them that your 4-year degree which you took is not sufficient enough for you to be given the work, and then you can't be given employment? I think to us we are looking at a position, 5 years benchmark. It will help because sometimes government will lack people who have at the 10 years, and then there will be somebody in acting capacity for too long. And when they act, people will be asking, why this? He has been acting, he's just acting. And then perceptions, in the absence of the truth, people would begin to create stories as to why this person is not confirmed. But in the actual fact, this requirement, which was long put just reserved for people with 10 years. I think we respect their views, but it's important that when they get their views, they must have a general consensus that let's look at the reality of issues. We send our children to school in universities. 4 years is now for them. Some of the people we have in these institutions, they have performed maybe for 2 to 3 years, and I think we try them. We are depriving them to give them an opportunity whether these can perform or no, because in most cases they may be the people who are doing the most work which is required for that office. So our support is based so that 5 years period of a time is the best, where you do not marginalize young ones who have gone to school. You are reminding me, sorry, Honorable, of a story where a young police officer, he has done very well, and then they are giving him a rank of superintendent, and then that rank is too big for him. I said, look at his age, he's too young. These are ranks which are only preserved for people of these ages. And they now look down, say, how do we promote? So the papers are delayed for this officer to be, paperwork to be done. Why? Because people want to believe like this is only reserved for these ages. I think this is progressive, and we should be able to move with change of time. And it's based on, when we look at it, we didn't have any problem. We respect their views, but they should look at the bigger picture. I thank you. Allow me to allow my SG to pick on the other question. That was question number 1. Was it which I didn't?
The one from Honorable Mngandu.
Honorable Mngandu, yes.
CR. SG, you can respond to the question. Maybe Honorable Mngandu can repeat the question. Is it clear?
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I think my president has attempted to combine the questions. However, I will say how I can clarify. The issue was why are you bringing yourselves to be part of Parliament when we have got youths, and we have got women, and we have got persons with disability? Don't you think these 3 groupings are part of you as the CTU? I think that was the question, unless we could have missed it.
Not really. I was saying, looking at the numbers, can't you advocate that your members who fall under these 3 categories can be nominated to come to Parliament?
Chair, I think now we have gotten it. Chair, when the amendment specifies that there is 3, 4, or whatever number is given to the youths, to the women, persons living with disability. Come again? Or persons with disabilities. Those are new terms we need to learn. Thank you very much. Here we are. A quick example. We had comrade before he became honorable, Nyambose. And we gave total support. And we wished him well to come to Mandayo. Comrade Nyambose is in Parliament. And what is at his heart is the Chasefu constituency. But remember, he is coming from the labor movement. I'm sure even his blood and DNA must contain the labor movement. But he is on the ticket of Chasef. Get me clearly, honorable. So even when we say, you colleague, you are a youth, let's take advantage and go there as a youth. Remember, the platform is the youth. He might or she might forget about the labor movement. Looking at the platform. Looking at the platform. Like it? Are you getting me? So these are real issues. Now, if we are given that platform we are looking for, you, even as you say, what will be in your mind is that I'm here on the platform of the labor movement. And the same labor movement can even withdraw you if you don't. So that's why we are crying for that sort, and it has worked very well in Uganda. So, Madam Chairperson, going forward, one day we can go together and see, in terms of benchmarking, what we are talking about. So, we thought these categories are well received. If anything, we shall also encourage our people falling in those categories. We shall encourage them. But there is no guarantee, Honorable Chair, that the labor movement issues will be articulated. I thought I should mention that. Then the issue of the secretary to the cabinet. Honorable Member of Parliament from Kapiri, and by the way, your constituency is very big. 200 kilometers. Lusaka constituency can enter 10 times. Madam Chairperson, the secretary to the cabinet, we are talking of people who could have served as permanent secretaries. The current provision dictates or says it should be 10 years. The big challenge we have, which those who are opposing, and we respect their views, you see, in this democratic dispensation, we have to respect people's views. The big issue is this: that office, the office of the secretary to the cabinet, and the office of the permanent secretary, there is serious politics involved. It is only at KK time when it was not politicized. If only it can be depoliticized 100%, then the 10 years makes sense. I know you could have missed that one. If only it can be depoliticized 100%, no politics involved, let the permanent secretary be the permanent secretary. But are we able to achieve 100%? The answer is no, Madam Chairperson. The permanent secretaries under MMD, if we count them who crossed over to PF administration, they are very few. So technically, they have been eliminated. Only 5 years. UPND came in. The permanent secretaries who served under PF, those who were languishing around 4 years, 5 years. Technically, they were eliminated. And UPND is in power with permanent secretaries. Unless UPND is in power for 20 years to produce permanent secretaries who manage to beat the 5 years and at 10 years, then you appoint them. To cut the long story short, because of these all factors surrounding us, for us to be safe as a nation, so that you, honorable, if you became president of this republic, it will be easy for you to choose. You might even choose the speaker who is speaking to say, Mr. Ben, you will be the permanent secretary. Because we are looking at permanent secretary in our submission and equivalent. So 5 years, as my president was putting it, is acceptable, honorable member of parliament. Because of those factors, and unless you want to ignore them, you only have one secretary to the cabinet. Just you are failing to fire or to do what, because you don't have a replacement. So can we provide? President? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable members, do we still have questions? Honorable Banda?
But it's not related to this one, Chair. It's a different question.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the well summarized the presentation, and very straightforward, very clear, and you know everything. Yeah. So my question is related to number 6, by-election reform. I think that's the only amendment which the which ZCTU said they are not in support, because it takes away the rights of the voters. However, Chair, I think this amendment is being proposed to cure the issue of by-elections. And in the case where ZCTU says, okay, we are not in support of this one, this is well accepted. I'm not trying to say and you take a position like maybe to say you support, no, but I just want you to clarify, to say, okay, this issue of by-elections has been a cry of the majority Zambians. Now in this case where you don't support it, what do you think should be done to cure the issue of by-elections, so that the country doesn't continue losing resources in by-elections that are caused either by expulsion by political parties of their sitting members of parliament, or maybe the natural, you know, calamity that takes our lives and then the seat remains vacant. Chair, I submit.
Any questions, honorable members? So we'll have one question witness. You can respond to that question.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. We are talking of resources, of course. We are Zambian people. We'll see how much is spent on a by-election. But Honorable Chair, we are taught, you know, this democracy we want, it is also expensive, unless we want to ignore it. On the other hand, we can cry, you know, we are spending a lot. But on the other hand, Chair, we appreciate that we need to participate in this. You, honorable members of parliament, you have to be accountable to us. So if this right is taken away from us, that's why come next year we shall be seeing a good number of honorable members even kneeling down as they ask for a vote. What does it mean, Chair? Chair, what it means is we are you are our people. So that right is the one we want to protect. And again, in an event that we go as proposed, here's a political party, one who dies, then we ask them that we're asking you to replace. We know, all of us seated here, some political parties, they don't even have numbers. Maybe that one who died was the one who was, I'm avoiding some terminology, otherwise I can be penalized. So now when you say you political party A replace now, Honorable Banda, we shall fail as a nation. So despite being expensive, I know is a bitter pill to swallow, but allow us, the citizens, that right to vote and participate. Maybe going forward we shall navigate, not now, Madam Chairperson, how best to handle this issue. Remember the issue of the Vice President we experienced with Mwanawasa, may he so rest in peace. We thought it is over. We came to experience with the President Sata. That's when we had to wake up and say, no, enough is enough. How best can we handle it? And we brought in the running mate. For now, we have rejected this, but we are saying we are not sleeping. Going forward, we shall still navigate and find a solution. We submit, Madam Chairperson.
Thank you so much, witness. Thank you for your submission to this very important select committee. We wish you well as you are representing our workers out there. Thank you. I lift your immunity. You are free to go back to your office and continue representing our workers. Thank you.
The Zambia Congress of Trade Unions has made an appearance before the Parliamentary Select Committee, which was appointed to scrutinize the Constitution of Zambia Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 7 of 2025. Keep watching Parliament Television.